Alright, this will be a second video because why not? It's not going to be that long, it's just a little bit of a tangent I have. So I just got done talking to my mother, right? She's a helicopter parent, just so you know. And she was like not going in, but she was talking about how she demanded that I stay on campus again for the upteenth time, despite me being able-bodied and 22 years old. And at this point, should have some sense of a life, but I don't know. It's like I'm not. Wait, did I just do the? No, not me doing that fucking 6-7 move. Are you kidding? But anyway, I just been thinking about just how it's mostly how sheltered some parents want their child to be. Like, obviously my mom wants me to grow up, but it's hard to do that when you have to keep me anchored to one place out of fear of something happening to me. Because that's another thing. The amount of fear mongering from our media, well, which is basically the media that the older generation consumes. It's like she sees all this shit going on and thinks something bad is gonna happen to me. Which I get it. Parents, they operate on. Parents put safety over everything else. Safety, well-being. Well, safety and well-being. But by some point, you have to let. How do I say it? You have to let your child explore by themselves. They can't be under your thumb all the time. Like, I'm 22 years old. I have been off campus before. I just never told her for good reasons. She might flip out if I did. And I'm getting to a point where it feels like I've kind of been robbed of having a real undergrad experience. Because this is my 5th year here. And I'm supposed to be graduating next year. And, I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem with just going to school for classes. I mean, that's what I'm supposed to do. But sometimes it wouldn't hurt to just go and see other stuff. Like, I've never been to the Smithsonian African American Museum. Like, I always wanted to go there, and at some point I had an opportunity to, but because of how much I feared the wrath of my mother, and the fact that she wouldn't want me to leave campus without either her or my father or any other relative, it stopped me from that. Like, I can't even go to something as simple as a museum to what? Avoid any, and for what? To avoid a pointless argument? I don't know, I just can't help but feel like I've been robbed of that. And mind you, there were some instances where she had no choice but to let me have some sense of autonomy. There was a time where I didn't have housing. And that forced me to commute to and from school. And I took advantage of that. And I was able to actually go out and look at things. I don't know, sometimes I just wish I had a sibling, just so it could take half of that attention off of me for once. Because when you're an only child, yeah, you're gonna spend a lot of time alone, but you're gonna have, well, depending on your upbringing, you're gonna feel watched. Like for my entire life, I felt like I was under a microscope. I couldn't do anything without feeling like something is gonna happen. Like there were times where go, I would go and hang out, and it would be like I'll be constantly eyeing my phone to make sure I didn't get a call home, especially from my mom, because if she were to find out at least a quarter of the shit that I've gotten into, she would be livid. So it's like, how can you experience things when you've come from a home where you didn't have a lot of, I mean, they had some freedom, but it wasn't like, I mean, I was left alone a lot. It's just like I wasn't out there. I would rather stay home and watch TV than just go out and do whatever. That's another thing. I wasn't the unruly type of kid. I was just an introverted kid who would rather just stay home, watch cartoons, and snap than go out and have fun. And here I am, 22 years old, still have that same mindset, except I want to go to places that are meaningful. Like, I've been to a little African museum in a strip mall, which was pretty cool, not gonna lie, but I don't know, the space for it could have been bigger. But it was so amazing, and I'm glad I had a chance to do that. It was mandatory for me to go to a museum like that anyway, because I was in a course where I had to literally go out to a historical like place. And now here I am in courses where I literally have to go to certain events, both on and off campus, for the sake of a grade. So honestly, I'm not gonna let the fear stop me because one, it's for the sake of school. So it's either you let me go off campus. She's gonna have two choices. She either let me go out and literally explore, or deal with me failing. And we've been through the whole failing route. And also, and to be honest with you, I would rather go with. I mean, it's not like she'll have a choice. It's just a matter of how am I gonna get there and who I'm going with. I mean, I can't see her making. I can't see her taking me to a museum. I mean, my dad might, but after 2 hours of driving, he's not gonna try to drive anywhere else. My dad. Alright, I'm getting way too personal for this. I'm just. I just feel like. I feel like the hovering, the helicopter type of parental style has pretty much crippled me, if that makes sense. Because I shouldn't have to constantly feel guilt or I shouldn't have to be afraid for actually living, if that makes sense. But that's pretty much all I wanted to explain. I'm so tired. I'm still having whiplash from this whole week, and then tomorrow I'm gonna have to get up. Somebody really screaming. They really screaming.
They screaming.
Let me end this before I like crash out on whoever my neighbor is. Peace.